So you want to start a YouTube channel and you're not sure where to start. Are all those videos that are a year old or 2 years old or 3 years old or 6 months old, are they still relevant? Do you follow that advice? Is there new advice? It's all so much. So today I'm going to teach you how to get started on YouTube, how to start a YouTube channel right now in the year 2020 and beyond, because it might be a little different than it was just a couple years ago. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, my name is Jessica Stansberry, and I want to help you learn how to put content out into the world and make money from it. That feels like a pretty good exchange, I think, and that is my jam. So if that sounds like something you want to learn, make sure you hit subscribe below, because I don't want you to miss any other videos with me every single week. Now, I have actually done a how to get started on YouTube video for beginners, or how to start a YouTube channel or whatever, with the tactical tips. Woo, that was a lot of T's, a lot of alliteration. You are welcome, 4th grade English teacher, for remembering what the word for that was. But I have done a lot of videos on this topic, and so have so many of my peers and fellow YouTubers who really want to help you figure out how to do this YouTube thing, because it's so magical for us. I also know, though, that things change and the world changes and platforms change and advice changes. So I wanted to film an updated video on how to really get started on YouTube today in 2020. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to edit videos. I'm not going to teach you how to film videos. I'm going to give you some tips and some tricks to really get started off on the right foot. Because here's the thing. All that technical, tactical stuff are things you can learn later. You don't have to know that right now. You don't have to know exactly what the best camera in the whole world is to start your YouTube channel. You just have to get started. So that's where we're going today. I have 5 things. Not 10, just 5. 5 things that you need to do to start on YouTube in 2020. Are you ready? Let's do this. So, thing number 1 to get started on YouTube, to start a YouTube channel in 2020, is to start with what you have. You don't need the fanciest camera in the world. You don't need the fanciest mic. You don't need a fancy light setup. You don't need all of that stuff. I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions, but also one of the biggest roadblocks for people who are getting ready to start a YouTube channel. It's like, well, I need to spend, this amount of money, or buy this camera, or so-and-so said that I have this camera, or this person's videos, I love them and they have this camera, but it's out of my price range, so I can't start till I have that camera, and then I don't know how to work the camera, and then I don't know what mic to use, and oh my gosh. So my tip here is to use what you have. We are living in a really great time where our phones, like the cameras on the backs of our phones, are amazing. And I say on the back because I do recommend you use this camera and not the selfie camera, but nonetheless, it is an amazing camera. It will provide really great quality. It will let you be able to film videos and get started without having to go out and buy new equipment or do new things. Now, in addition to, the camera, there are a couple of things that you want to keep into consideration when filming a video. You want it to have good lighting. You want to have good sound. But there are ways to do that without going out and spending any money, much less, even just a little bit of money that would help you be able to do it. So first and foremost, start with what you have. So as far as video goes, definitely start with your phone. I wouldn't even hesitate for a second to tell most of you to just pick up your phone, do it. Now, if you will position your phone in front of a window when there's good light coming in, it will give you the best light in the whole world, and is way better than any other light you can buy or get from Amazon. So you don't have to have anything fancy to get started. Now today, as I film this, I'm filming on a fancier camera with a fancier lens, and I have natural light coming in over here and have a little bit of light coming at me from this side that's artificial because I'm sitting in a different place in my house. But normally, every video that you have ever seen of mine on YouTube is me in front of a window. Rarely ever do I use anything other than natural light. So use your phone, use natural light. Make sure you're in a non-echoey room. I mean, you do not have to do much to get really great quality videos. And it drives me nuts that people get so stuck on this step because it's like, what camera, what mic, what lights, like what, it doesn't matter. Film with your phone, edit on your phone if you want to, but get it done, okay? So start with what you have. Second thing you need to do to start a YouTube channel is to have a goal or a purpose of the channel. You cannot just like put out a channel, even if you have done everything right, without knowing what the purpose of that channel is for you. Now, I'm going to talk more about the purpose for the viewer here in just a minute, but what is the purpose for you? Like, what is the goal here? Is the goal to make money from AdSense through YouTube? Is the goal to drive more traffic to your website? Is the goal to get email list subscribers? Is the goal to, like, what is it? How is it going to help you for you to start this YouTube channel? Like, how... It can't just be that you want to start a YouTube channel and you want subscribers. Like, that's not a good enough excuse or reason. So you need to figure out, like, what is the reason behind this? Do you have a business that you're looking to grow by starting a YouTube channel? Do you have a blog you're looking to grow by starting a YouTube channel? Do you want to start those things and you think YouTube might be a great place to do it? Do you want to, be someone who is an expert at YouTube and, just diving in will help you do it? What is the goal for you? What is your purpose for actually having this YouTube channel beyond the fact that you want to have a YouTube channel? Number 3 is kind of along the same lines, and it is to have a niche. You cannot talk to everybody. One of my favorite quotes ever is from The Incredibles. And it's when Dash, which is the little fast boy on The Incredibles, is having a conversation with his mom, and they are talking about how he is special. And she says something about like, oh yeah, everybody's special. And he said, that's just a really good way to say nobody is. Because when everybody's special, nobody is. When everybody has this thing, nobody has it. And when you market to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. So when you start a YouTube channel, like the semantics of what camera you use and, all the technicalities is all fine and well. But if you don't know who you're talking to, what you're serving them with, and why you're doing it, you're going to be screwed from the beginning. Just being honest. So you want to pick a niche. Like, who are you going to talk to? What are you going to talk about? And it can't just be that you are like, I'm here in the world and I'm a gift to everyone and I just need to be on camera. Even like if that's your perception of what like vloggers do, because I can oftentimes see where people are like, yeah, but like this person just films their life and that seems normal. Yes, but they still have a purpose and a niche. They're still trying to get in front of a certain group of people and show them a certain lifestyle and attract them in some way. And then they have a goal for what this YouTube channel does for them. So 1, start with what you have. 2, have a goal. Like, what is your goal personally for having this channel? 3, what is your niche? You need to pick a niche. And then 4 is to remember my top 4. So I've done a video on this before. Like, what are the most important things for like growing on YouTube? Where are people like failing and what should they be focusing on? Like, should they be focusing on what kind of camera they're using? Should they be focusing on their background? Like, what should they be focusing on? And the top 4 are quality content, titles, tags, and thumbnails. Like, that's what you need to be able to go out into Google or into YouTube, which is essentially Google, and be found and be suggested and have people find you organically. You need to be producing good quality content. You need to use keywords to have the right titles and the right tags in your video, and you need to have thumbnails that are worth people clicking on. Now, there'll be some videos, some suggested videos flying across the screen where I talk about this and I talk about thumbnails and I talk about the things you need, but remember those 4 things because, again, semantics aside, like you need to be doing those 4 things to really grow on the platform. So if you're looking to start a channel, you need to, if you're looking at like, what should I learn first, right, about YouTube? First, you should learn that you can produce good quality content with what you've got in your pocket, but it needs to be quality as far as the information that's given as well. 2, you also need to learn how to pick keywords and use those in titling and tagging your video, which I definitely have a very recent video about that. And then 4, you need to figure out how to produce thumbnails that make people just want to click on your video versus someone else's. So if you'll remember those 4 things, that's number 4 on my list of 5 things today, and you'll be good. Now, number 5, if you are looking to start a YouTube channel in 2020, you've got everything you need in your pocket, right? You already have what you need to film, to sound good, to look good, right? You know why you want to start a channel above and beyond just wanting to be on camera. You know who your people are, what you're talking to them about, what you're giving back to this world. You know what you need to learn first in the 4 things I just talked about. And then this 5th thing is so key. And it's what is going to separate someone who does all of the first 4 things from the person who does all 5. Okay? So that is to be real and be you. If you show up and you're like a completely different version of yourself on YouTube, and or if you mute your personality or hype it up too much, it is going to come across as fake to people. So in order to grow a YouTube channel, they have to like you. Like, it doesn't matter if you help them, if you had an amazing video, if you did all the things right, you showed up in search, you whatever. If they don't like you, they're not going to stick around. So if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, you need to really focus on like what makes you unique and what makes you someone that people like and enjoy to watch, and really double down and focus your efforts when you're filming and when you're putting out content on that. So I oftentimes get people saying like, I just love to watch you. I love your personality. I love how straightforward you are with a little bit of humor. And I'm like, yes, because that is me. And that is me in real life. I mean, ask anybody you know. I also oftentimes will get people who will hear me speak or meet me at a conference and be like, you're exactly like you are on YouTube. Yes, I know. Because if I wasn't, that would be weird, So you have to be real. You have to be you. It doesn't matter what you is, but you need to be you, because if you're not coming across as you and being real, then people won't know how to attach themselves to you in a way that makes them feel like they like you. Okay? So that's it. You don't need anything beyond that to get started on YouTube. You really don't. You don't need the fancy camera. You don't need the fancy lights. You don't need to lose 25 pounds. You don't need anything other than a goal, a purpose, a niche, a little bit of education, yourself, a window, and a phone. That's it. So if you're ready to start your YouTube channel in 2020, hit me with a thumbs up below, because hopefully this video was really helpful and was something that you hadn't thought about before, because I'm not here for giving you fluff. I'm not going to give you fluff. If you want to start a YouTube channel, that is literally all you need. So give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any other videos with me every single week, and I will see you later. Bye, y'all.